I say a little prayer by Aretha Franklin. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Malabites and Malabresses. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes. We are glad and happy to be here. It's the fifth day in the month of March in the year 2026. Time check is 36 minutes past the hour of 7. Okay, so there are going to be like a little tweaks in today's playlist. Today is our throwback Thursday. We bring back like all the things that we used to listen to when we were growing up. My name is Sharon Antigaita, and I'm here with Obi Thompson. It's still the Morning Buzz show on your favorite radio station, Unical 103.5 FM. We're here to give you a smooth drive through your morning. We're here to make sure that your morning goes sweet. Trust us to give you the best of the best of the best of education, entertainment, and information here on your favorite radio station. Please stay tuned. Stay tuned. We are live on Facebook. You can watch us live on Facebook, or you can listen to us on your radio set wherever you are. You can conveniently listen to us or watch our live stream. We're so glad to have you here. How are you doing this morning? How is everything going? How is your night? How are you faring today? What exactly is happening today? So, Thompson, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Malabites and Malabresses. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, let's see. Good morning, everyone, all over the world. It's such a beautiful day to be here again. Thank God it's Thursday. Preparation for a beautiful weekend already. And so we are saying,
Yeah.
hey, go watch us live on Facebook wherever you are, and live stream. You can just comment and like. If you have any concerns, please do all to get us informed so we get to read your information. Let me ask, how are you doing? What's going on in your area? Did they cancel your exams because of spirit sake? There's already some trending clips about that particular issues on social media and all of that. So please, I just beg that they shouldn't use this religious body of faith for any caricature and all of that. I won't have to
Yeah.
mention them. You know what we're talking about here. Okay, so for you out there in hall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, how are you feeling this morning? What's going on in your area? Don't worry, testing for distance to hall 20, structural hostels, scholarship hostels. How are you guys feeling this morning? What's going on in your area? Get to talk to us this morning. And so quickly turning to Sharon. So what happened all through last night?
Before I tell you what happened, if you want to reach us, you can send us a WhatsApp message or you can call us on our studio phone lines on 080-9444-4058. 080-9444-4058. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to know what happened, what's going on in your area. We'd love to know how you're doing. We'd love to know situation, like how did you sleep last night. Trust us, we love you. See, we love you so much that we want to actually hear from you. We are here to listen to you. We are here to hear you speak. We love to hear your voice. So I'm fine. Although they
Okay.
canceled the exams I was supposed to have, they postponed it.
Oh, today.
The issue was that they said the exam was not on the exam timetable, which was bizarre to me because I was like,
So how can the exams not be on the exams timetable? Like I'm not trying to get that straight.
see,
Please, can
I
you
don't
speak?
even want
I
to go
think
into
I
details.
think those no, we want to hear that because this is exactly why we want Malabite and Malabresis to speak, just so that those in authority can also get to hear this and get things done. Because generally we always have a central exams timetable, and
Mm.
then we have faculties, department trying to merge in and then fit into what have been provided generally, just so that exams, except for the issues where they are a little bit challenged where they have to postpone the exams and all of that. So I think it's quite very important for us to see that we have a very smooth examination running in our institution. So for you out there, just like you, we want to hear you. So get to talk to us. What actually happened? Why did they have to postpone the exams?
I can't see
So
because she was
this exactly
saying,
happened to a lot of students.
and
They literally don't know
I don't
why
know why
exams were
exactly.
actually
That's the
postponed,
thing.
and so they don't get information. So we are asking to lecturers what actually happened. Is it that when exams are cancelled, students are not get to be informed either on time or properly informed about what actually happened. Because don't forget that a lot of persons spend all through the night. A lot of persons spend transportation to go find places, to study. And if at the end of the day you just wake up and say, hey, this exams is not going to hold. So students should be informed on time that this exams is not going to hold. A lot of persons will pay transport to come to the school, not only to be told on the examination venue that, oh, these exams have been cancelled. I think this is not really okay. It's already affecting a lot of students psychologically and all of that.
Yeah,
So I think it's
exactly.
quite important. So for you also as students, always get to find out information on time. There are a lot of channels that have been provided by the school management, the faculties, the department. Your resource person should be a very key person where you should always rely on key information in your, especially this moment of examinations.
Yeah. Like I can't really say. I don't know. The lecturers are not people that will disclose information like that. So that's why I can't
No,
really say.
would you mind if you say
But
some lecturers? Because I know a lot of lecturers who would definitely and will always want to get informations, shared out to students at the
mm,
very moment this happens. But there again, we're asking for a better channels where if this exams is not going to hold, if this is going to happen, this should actually be done. So we literally do not want to wait until student gets to the venue and sitting
yeah,
and waiting, and then thereafter you're being told that, oh, this exam is not holding. So
because
I
I
I
was
think
very
we should
distraught
also know
yesterday.
what is it that the examination questions were not printed? Is it that the venue was now used by another exam? Definitely, back then I think there were some times where we have those kind of clashes, but there we get to know that, look, these exams, I think I remember when the management came up to say that any exams that were not initially assigned to a particular venue and time should not be attended to, and should not be recognized. So I really don't know if that is still in force till today, because that's the essence of having a central exam timetable and all of the exams officers coming together to say, okay, this is what we want to do, this is what we are accepting, this is what we are not accepting to, and all of that. So my own key take is that if examination is not going to hold, I think there is need for whoever is concerned, especially exams officers, to ensure that notifications are sent to students on time, just so
Yes.
that those who do not have money, those who do not have transportation, those who do not have the time should also relax and prepare for the for next
Because
examination.
imagine if I was not actually in school, I would have been so distraught and hurt that I wasted transport that I was supposed to have kept for the next day. it was it was actually painful because I was even tired in the first place. Like, why is this happening in the afternoon? First of all, because I mean, the after if we do exams in the morning, I know my brain is still fresh and everything. But then going through the whole stress of the day, and then you now set the exam in the afternoon when I'm tired, it just didn't sit right with me. Then coming there to now find out that the woman didn't see the exam, our exams on the exam timetable, and you're the exam officer. Things need to actually be set in place. More competency is needed. But that's by the way. We're going to go back to the music break. When we come back, we will take the weather forecast for today. Remember, we still want to hear from you. We still want to know how you're doing today. You can still send us a message on our WhatsApp line or on our studio phone lines on 080 94444058. This is Put Your Head on My Shoulder by Paul Anchor. Don't touch that dial.
let it go, let me be the one. Should I know that you want me now? Said I need my love, but I don't know how. To get to you, can you show me tonight? Show me tonight. Can you show me tonight?
That was La Vie en Rose by Louis Armstrong. I don't know what I don't know what's really me that is a huge lover of jazz.
No, all of us love it. All of us love
It's
it.
not
Trust me.
everybody that
Yeah,
loves
all
it
of us love
though.
it. Everyone loves it
I love the
because
smoothness.
you just need to have a very quiet time. Your brain will have to relax. When you have a very tough exams, don't worry, just go get a good jam
See,
and
just
trust
when
me.
you put it in your ears, you're just hearing smooth music. I don't know
Yeah,
why
and you be
it's not in
listening.
vogue
The
again
lyrics are always
now.
very clear and very real.
Yes.
And they are very meaningful and very
Somewhere
impactful. No.
explicit though. Like
Mm,
then they just like have feelings and they come and say it out loud. I
yeah.
heard some that were banned
Yeah,
before.
irrespective, well, if it gets to that point and you don't want to feel too extreme to that extent, please
Mm.
turn off your yeah, the other feelings part. Turn off the button, and then behave yourself and just maintain steez,
But
and then just listen
try
to
jazz.
the tune,
Jesus, try
the
jazz. Smooth.
instrumentals, but don't.
Yeah, actually, you just need the instrumentals. Sometimes you don't even need the lyrics. The
Yeah,
instrumentals
just
alone.
just maintain
The
the
trumpets, the
instrumentals.
saxophones, the flutes, jazz. Oh my god. Welcome back from that short music break. It's still your favorite people on your favorite radio station, Unicon 103.5 FM. I'm Sharon Antigaita, and I'm here with Obi Thompson on the morning buzz today. And time check is 54 minutes past the hour of 7. Yeah, and we're going straight to the weather forecast. So this is the weather outlook for today, Thursday, March the 5th, 2026. Expect a warm, humid day in the Calabar metropolis with mostly cloudy skies and a good chance of showers at intervals. Temperatures will stay high and the air may feel heavier because of humidity.
Yeah.
In the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., temperatures may range from 24 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. Rain chances may be moderate, 40 to 50%. Conditions may be cloudy with possible light showers, and the practical tip is to carry an umbrella if you're stepping out early. Morning drizzle is possible. In the afternoon from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., temperatures range from 29 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius, and the rain chances may be high, with 50 to 60% of rain chance.
Okay.
Conditions may be warm, humid, and mostly cloudy with a strong chance of scattered showers. The practical tip is to hydrate well. The heat plus humidity combo can be very uncomfortable. Expect brief rainfalls in pockets. In the evening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., temperatures may range from 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, and the rain chances may be moderate from 30 to 40%. The conditions may be partly cloudy with a chance of light rain in some areas, and the practical tip is roads may be slippery after any afternoon showers, so move carefully if driving. The general summary is temperatures may range from 24 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius, and the rain chances may be from moderate to high. The general advisory is to expect a humid, cloudy day with possible showers. Keep rain gear handy and plan movements with weather changes in mind. We've been reiterating this here on the show like almost every day. Calabar is a very unexpected place as regards weather. Anything can happen at any point. So maybe walking and it's sunny, and then before you know, rain starts falling from nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's honestly very shocking because coming from where I grew up, if rain wants to fall, you will see warnings, you will see signs, you see clouds. The weather will you to change. It's not like as if it should just be sunny and start raining heavily. The weather will change definitely. But here anything can happen. The weather it depends on its mood. Like can I just have mood swings? Let me
Yeah,
just fall
we
now.
know we'll have we are in the tropical rain area, and
Yeah.
then most importantly is the fact that we're giving you tips each and every morning that
Mm.
you must have to walk around with your umbrella. Yeah, yesterday afternoon, I think Yeah, I notice a lot of, especially Malabres, they literally don't keep their umbrellas at home. At any time they're leaving for school, trust me, they have their umbrella already in their bags, or some just hold it in their hands and all of that. Okay, so don't forget to walk around with your first cap. For me, I have my first cap, yeah, and so don't forget to move around with your sunglasses and all of that, just so you stay protected. And also don't forget to move around with your uh, you know, light clothings in case of heat and all of that. So
Mm.
you just need to change as the weather change.
Yeah,
And this is to turn to
exactly.
chameleon, but just change as the weather's change.
Be prepared
Just stay
for the
active. Be
weather,
prepared for
basically.
anything at any time,
Mm.
just so that you don't be carried unaware and all of that. So
Yes.
you don't get unnecessary, attention when you're supposed to stay protected and safe and all of
Mm.
that. And then people don't literally feel like, oh, this person don't have when you have supposed to have prepared yourself and all of that. So I think it's quite important for you to stay active, especially this exams period. So
Yeah,
they could
yeah,
change your
yeah.
exams venue, change your exam time, and this actually happens. And please, we do not want you to say, hey, because of I didn't have an umbrella, I am this. Especially for most of Malabites and Malabreses who are somehow have, let me just call it health issues. If you have any health challenges, please ensure that there are some certain things you just need to ensure that you take, just so you don't be carried unawares, by our weather changes at any given point in time.
Yes, most definitely. You remember, we're always here to give you the best of the best of information,
Yeah,
and we want to we look forward to you having a very good well-being. So we would definitely advise you to make sure, strive to be comfortable as much as possible. If it's to carry an umbrella, your rechargeable fan, because it's going to be very, very hot. Male
exactly.
or female, leave toxic masculinity alone. The male gender also deserves to be comfortable. Please strive for your comfort as much as possible. Wear light clothes. Don't that's It's not the day that you wear turtleneck and wear jacket on top.
Exactly. Yeah.
Please stay comfortable, please. Your comfort is your top priority. It's our top priority. When we come back from this music break, we are going to go straight to the national holiday segment. This is Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. Enjoy, and please do not move away from a digital set.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling
That was Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. Welcome back from that short music break. It's still the morning buzz show on your favorite radio station, Unica 103.5 FM. My name is Sharon, and I'm here with Obi Thompson on the show today. It's 2 minutes past the hour of 8 on the 5th of March 2026. And remember, we're here to give you quality morning time. We're here to take you through a smooth drive through your morning, basically. That's here to make your morning comfortable as possible. So we're going straight to the national holidays. And the only national holiday for today is Dissociative Identity Disorder Awareness Day. Dissociative Identity Disorder Awareness Day. This is a day that is set to make people aware of this particular disorder. So, dissociative identity disorder is a disorder that is like it's an identity, it's like identity crisis,
Okay.
basically. Identity crisis in such a way that the person feels like he or she doesn't identify with the rest of the folk, doesn't identify with the rest of the gang, feels disconnected from the entire society and everything. It's a mental health condition, and it's in five types: this depersonalization, derealization, amnesia, identity confusion, and identity alteration. It's something that people are not really aware of. So that's why this day is actually set out to keep people aware and enlightened about it. It's a mental health condition involving disruptions in memory, identity, emotions, perceptions, and behaviors, usually developing as coping mechanisms for severe chronic trauma. So it usually causes from very, very severe trauma,
Okay.
maybe traumas that were picked up from childhood or adulthood. So it's a mental health condition. Some people, one thing I realized about Nigeria is that people in Nigeria is that we don't really take mental health conditions seriously.
Seriously, yeah, because I think a lot of persons are already going through a lot, so
Yeah,
they
exactly.
they literally don't have enough time to go check up themselves, go check
Mm,
up, go make consultations, and then be able to stay at alert and all of that. So
yeah.
today we're celebrating and marking. There's a lot of awareness ongoing. Saying, hey, you need to go check up yourself and ensure that there are a lot of things we literally just need to know
Yeah.
in this regard.
So the symptoms, common symptoms include memory loss
Okay.
or specific times and people, detachment from self or emotions, feeling that the world is unreal. That's the realization.
Okay.
Identity confusion in severe cases, and distinct alternate personalities. So the person can
Wow.
have different personalities at the same time.
Wow.
So that's why it's called dissociative identity disorder. You have different personalities at the same time. And the causes and risk factors. It's primarily caused by overwhelming long-term trauma,
Okay.
particularly childhood physical, sexual, or emotional abuse.
Okay.
Other risks include war, natural disasters, or severe unexpected stress. Basically. So people that don't know about this, people that feel like, okay, the only mental disorder that we have is madness.
Mm.
Please, there are a lot
There are
of
a lot.
mental
There are a lot of
a
them
lot of
out there.
mental
Yeah.
disorders. And the funny thing is that most of them are acquired through association with some certain extent of abuse, trauma, and the likes. So we have to be careful and also stay keep our mental health in check,
Okay.
because it could lead to adverse cases like this. And trust me, you may not even realize that you have this disorder until maybe someone that knows about it now informs you that, okay, this is exactly how you behave most of the times. So the presence of two or more distinct identities or personalities that will currently take control of the behavior, you just like dissociate from yourself, and this personality you have today is the same personality you have now. It changes over time. So it's a wide, it's a very, very broad topic
Yeah.
that we can't really go into right now, but we set out a particular health and wellness segment
Yeah,
to
for this
tackle this.
specifically, just so
Yes,
that
exactly.
Malabite and Malabresis will get to know in details, in more
Mm,
details, what this. So today
exactly.
we're just saying, oh, today is that day where international or globally, we
Mm,
recognize this day to actually create awareness that, oh, things like this actually exist in our
yes.
society.
And they could actually because by abuse,
Okay.
trauma. So it's something that is, it looks small, but the little thing as abuse. Abuse is not little. The common thing like abuse, sexual abuse, or physical abuse could actually cause things like this. The trauma, the long term trauma afterwards could cause things like this. So we're going to go back to the music break. When we come back, we're going to go straight into the health and wellness segment. This is Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Don't move away from your radio or digital set. That was Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Welcome, 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 welcome back from that short break. We promise to give you the best of the best of the best
Of
of
course,
the
it's just part of the
best.
morning breakfast, so you need to have this as a morning
Yes.
breakfast, and also please just get your day, moving because right now we're gonna move down to
The health
the
and
health and
wellness
wellness segment. So,
segment. Time check is 10 minutes past the hour of 8.
okay.
On today's health and wellness segment, we're going to be dealing on the effects of prolonged screen time. What everybody's guilty of
Mm-hmm.
at this
We've
point.
been talking about this for a very long time, and so
Yes.
today will just sound like a reminder and a new tips that we've added to what you've been hearing before. Because don't forget, this is exams period, so literally a lot of Malabites and Malabreses just have this kind of I want to stay on my, I want to be reading from my phone, I want to be reading from my screen, and all of that. So today we're going to be giving you the effect of prolonged screen time.
Exactly. So prolonged screen time refers to spending many hours daily on phones,
Okay.
computers, tablets, or television sets without adequate breaks. While technology is essential today, excessive exposure has several health consequences, and these include eye problems, digital eye strain, also known as computer vision syndrome. The
Okay.
effects include blurred visions, dry, itchy, or watery eyes, headaches, eye fatigue, and these effects happen because we blink less when staring at screens, leading to dryness and eye strains. So basically, the organ called the eye is designed to blink at like different points in time. So we can blink up to five. We can blink up to 2 to 3 times in 1 second
Yeah.
without actually knowing.
Yeah.
You get
Exactly.
so it's because of the fact that the eye the eye is not supposed to be dry. It's supposed to be moist. You see, around when you touch your eye
Okay.
balls, you realize that it's actually moisturized. So it's
Mm.
not supposed to be dry. That's why we blink most of the time. So that because the air in the environment is enough to dry our eyeballs. So basically, we ought to blink most of the time. But when we stare at screens for too long, we tend to look
But when you say
straight.
moisture, I'm trying to look at when you look at people's eyes, you see water in the eyes, just
Mm,
like in form of water in the eye. So should I call that water eyes?
no, it's not. I'm not what that
Okay,
is.
but
It's
your
possible
eyes just
that it's possible. It's a defense mechanism in
yeah,
the eye.
it
If
helps
you
to
see
pull
it,
off depths and all of that,
yes,
veins and all of that. Yeah.
exactly. It helps to trap that. Tears have something we call lysozymes inside them, and those lysozymes help break down bacterial cells. So
Okay.
those tears, those if you think you're just crying, you're not just crying. Your
Yeah.
eyes are clear. Your eyes are like flushing itself from those bacterial cells that tend to attack the eye. So God knows God's fascinating. Like the creation that I know that God really took his time to perfect is the human body because the he
Exactly.
put mechanisms in
And
place. He
that's
didn't
why he
want us living
created
like
us in
that.
his own image.
Exactly. Do you
And in
get?
his likeness he
And I'm
created
telling you,
us
you
male
still
and
have the
female.
audacity to bring yourself down. Stop that. You are a
Okay.
creation. You are a masterpiece. Because studying the
Okay.
human body on its own, it's beautiful. You should see how fascinating it is. We have different defense mechanisms. The body on its own uses fever
Okay.
to get the body process working back, make the environment uncomfortable for microorganisms that are affecting the body. That's why mostly we have fever. But I digress. Um it leads to eye fatigue. So staring at the screens for too long, I can't just stare at my screen without blinking. It will cause eye strain, and the
Exactly.
eye strain is going to come at the back of your eyeballs. It's not
Okay.
going to be mostly in the front, be at the back, and the back is where we have very very vital eye parts like the retina.
Okay.
So the next one is sleep disturbances. Exposure to blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. And the consequences include difficulty falling asleep, poor sleep quality, daytime fatigue, increased risk of long-term metabolic disorders, and using screens late at night is particularly harmful.
Okay.
So melatonin is a sleep hormone, and the sleep hormone is activated in dark places. Basically, the brain knows exactly when it's night. Okay, it's
Okay.
dark. I'm
Yeah.
going to stimulate the
Yeah.
sleep hormone so
Yeah.
that this body will finally rest.
Little do you know that, just like what you've said, sometimes when I sleep and then how do they call them? These human beings that they call NEPA, once the moment they give light, automatically I wake up because I see brightness all over.
Brightness,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly, and
So
that's not what's needed because prolonged brightness now makes the brain confused and now
exactly,
suppresses the
exactly,
hormones that is supposed to stimulate sleep. And you now
exactly.
realize that if you're staring at your screen for too long, your eyes are tired.
Man,
There's fatigue,
yeah,
your eyes are tired, your
there are
body's
sometimes I stay
tired.
on my screen just trying to fix up an assignment, doing one or
Mm,
two, and then look, I just get tired. I switch off my phone, I put it in flight mode, off everything, everything. Just go take a
and
wash.
sleep.
Either if I don't take a shower, I just wash my face,
And the ones that
soak my
sleep
eyes,
when
like
there's
before I can
light,
be able to
the ones
sleep.
that sleep when there's light, like the light is bright, like it's
Mm.
as bright as it should you now, and
You're
you
able
are
to sleep. Yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm fascinated by those set of individuals because if the light is not off, I can't sleep because as I'm closing my eyes now, I can feel the brightness of this light
That's serious.
inside
Yeah.
my eye.
I
So
hear a lot of persons say they can't sleep without light. That if there is darkness, I say maybe it's because of just carnal fears and all of that.
um,
Outside of that, I can sleep
it's a,
anytime, any place, anywhere.
actually
Yeah.
the next one is musculoskeletal problems.
Okay.
Poor posture while using devices can lead to neck pain. It's called tech neck, shoulder stiffness, back pain,
Okay.
wrist pain. Over time, this may contribute to chronic musculoskeletal disorders. So all this doesn't just affect the eyes, it affects the joints of the body. So if you're sitting down, like now, if I sit down in this place for a prolonged period of
Yeah.
time, staring at the screen, trying to do what I'm supposed to do, like looking at the screen, and I'm like, okay, this is that, my body is stiffening.
Okay.
It's not staying up because movement helps to lubricate every joint in the body. It helps the synovial fluid there to move literally to inside the
Yeah.
joints to lubricate the joints basically. But if I stay one place, I'm stiffened.
Yeah.
I'll be as stiff as these microphones now.
Yeah.
That is holding, as this microphone stands, that is holding this mic. I'll be
Okay.
stiff, and to move me will be a problem. To move will be a problem. Then when I now stand up, you start hearing cracks. You start hearing different sounds. Most sounds are very funny to me because I'm like, I just sat down for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Why are they sound? So
Yeah,
basically,
I think to liken this to our Malabites and Malabresses who stay all through the night, all through the week,
say what please.
watching is it watching or be viewing let's say series, movies and all of that. Hey, you just need to watch series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and somebody could boldly tell you I'm in a how did you even call it? This is series movies, right?
Yeah,
You're watching
I mean,
the 200
episode
episode,
something.
you're watching the 500 episode. I was like, I will always be like, wow,
People are
really,
invested
like,
in it.
where did you have that time? Where's the time for you to
I
sit
can't remember the last
and
time I
do
watched a
such
movie.
kind of no. Like, I literally just get jealous of where those kind of human being comes from. And then
Exactly. And then talking of them technique, when you sit down for a long period of time, this is peppery sensation that comes from your neck.
so I wonder the kind of position they actually take to do those kind of long, lengthy movies and all of that. Don't forget, you're punishing yourself, you're punishing your health,
Yes,
everything about yourself.
exactly.
And here we're talking about your body, your joints, and all of that. So please do all you can. At most, an hour is enough for you to stay on your screen, and then the rest time, please get something doing. I just see a lot of persons even after watching movie all through the night. In the morning, they feel so lazy to wake up and get something doing. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. In the morning, you need to wake up. Even if it has to do with sweeping, cleaning, bathing, do something. Just get something done, just so that your body, could stimulate properly and get prepared for the day activities.
Exactly. The fourth one is mental health effects. Excessive screen time, especially social media use, can lead to anxiety, depression, low self-esteem,
Okay.
reduced attention span, social withdrawal. It can also contribute to information overload and mental fatigue. The fifth one is reduced physical activity. Long screen hours often mean less Long screen hours often mean less movement.
Okay.
This increases risk of obesity, cardiovascular diseases, type 2 diabetes. Sedentary behavior is indeed a major public health concern.
Okay.
The sixth one is impact on children and adolescents. In younger individuals, prolonged screen exposure may affect cognitive development, academic performance, social skills, behavior regulations, preventive measures. Follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So every 20
I
minutes,
really love that
you can
20
time
20
it.
20. Yeah.
Every 20 minutes, you just remove your eyes from your screen and you stare outside of your screen.
Yeah, a lot of
for a
persons will
while.
never want to, pull off their eyes an inch from the screen,
It's
so
just for
they wouldn't
it's just for
miss.
20 seconds though.
So
That's the
I'm
thing.
just wondering for our tech guys how they are able to manage their screen time, because
Most of them are using
our
glasses
tech guys,
now.
who stay on the screen to give you out there the best views you can ever or love to watch and all of that.
See,
But
we're
however,
risking
you're
that,
saying, hey,
yes.
20 minutes, in every 20 minutes you have to move your
Look
eyes
away
from
from
20
your
seconds,
screen.
and in every 20 seconds you have to do what again in the next 20 seconds?
You look 20 feet away.
Yeah.
And then you do that for 20 seconds.
Wow.
You do that in intervals, like 20 minutes intervals. But I feel like in this for Nigerians and Malabites and Malabresses, you can use your phone for a short period of time. Keep it. Go and look for somebody to gist with. You can look for somebody to gist with, look for somebody to talk to, look for something else to do aside your phone so that the screen time will reduce to a certain extent. The next one is to reduce screen use at least 1 hour before bedtime so that your brain can be prepared enough to sleep. The third is to maintain proper posture and ergonomic positioning.
So don't stay on your screen until you sleep off, and then you wake up in the morning, your phone is on the ground. I think that is how a lot of Malabites and Malabresses has either lost their phones or damaged their phones, because one, you stay on your screen until the phone slips off from your hands, and then you wouldn't know whether it is falling from
Some
the
actually
rooftop
sleep with the
or whether
phone
it's
still in their
falling from
hands.
the last floor down to the main floor.
Some
But if
actually
it's-
sleep with the phone still in their hands. Like,
that's what
I'm
I'm
one
saying.
of them.
Oh, So well,
I
we just
confess.
caught someone today. So there again, and so some persons, when the phone slips off from your hands, trust me, it splash on the ground, and before you know it, your screen is damaged and all of that. The money you would have used to sieve your gario, how do they call it? This strawberry, special berry they call something.
It's floating
Oh,
berries.
floating berry. Oh,
Yes.
chim.
Don't forget. I'll not remind you
No,
again.
don't worry.
It's
I won't
floating
fail that course
berries.
again.
Thank you.
The money you would have used to have your sweet favorite floating berries, you use it to go fix phones. Don't forget, fixing of phones these days are very expensive.
Yeah.
And there again, sometimes, if you don't keep your phones before having a proper sleep, what happens? You sleep on top of your screen, and what happens?
Yeah.
You damage it. Sometimes you're charging. Sometimes a lot of them plug
Plug their phones. Now you don't
phones
know what may
directly to
happen.
either the light or probably their power
Power
banks. And what
banks.
happens? Your power banks points could get spoiled, or something could get damaged. And so most of you who actually plug directly from the NEPA or from the electrical
Keep your
source,
phone away from
please
your body,
keep
please.
your phone away from your body, especially when you know you're almost dozing off.
There was a time I
The moment
slept
you start
with-
feeling like you're getting tired of this movie, even if the movie is so interesting, please turn it off, pause that particular place, and watch it 2 days later, please.
There was a time I slept off on my phone. I woke up, I was so scared. I was like, wait, what if there was a spark? And this was under, like, this
Yeah,
was my belly
that particular
position.
thing have killed a lot of persons,
Yes.
damaged a lot of persons.
So that's when I was
and
like,
all of that.
if my phone is charging, I keep it at my bedside.
And funny enough, a lot
away
of
from
persons
me.
plug their phones on the electrical source, and at the same time use their earphones, and at the same time they are playing loud music, and at the same time they are
Yes.
sleeping
So
off.
you can't
Come on,
hear,
come
you
on
can't
now.
hear anything. You're not even alert and stuff like that. So the next one is to increase physical activity, adjust brightness, and use blue light filters at night. Encourage screen-free periods daily. In conclusion, technology is part of modern life,
Of
but
course.
balance is key. Prolonged screen times affect our eyes, sleep posture, and mental health and overall well-being. The goal is not to eliminate screens, but to use them wisely and intentionally. I'm sure it's this screen. I'm
Wisely
sure it's
and
this screen
intentionally.
that made some people get glasses.
Yeah,
Fair
of course.
enough.
Of course.
Made
A
some
lot
people
of them
get
miss
glasses.
classes, a lot of them miss exams. Yeah, I've heard where a neighbor said that he was literally on the screen, and then just all of a sudden he has missed his exams this morning. And I keep wondering, how are you going to make up for that exams and all of that? So it's as sad as that. A lot of persons, even in the hostel, you're in the school environment, but still miss exams, miss lectures, miss tests, miss assessments simply because you're on your screen. I don't know what you're trying to satisfy, except for those who actually, but irrespective of that, you're here for your studies and the must. As such, you should have to focus on your studies and all of that. So what's more
Yes,
important
yes,
is, we are not saying that you shouldn't use your screen, but trust me, it is quite important that technology has come to stay. And of course, it is a modern way of life of all of us.
In
but
the words of my
you
mother,
must have to
in
use
the words
it
of my
wisely.
mother, drop that phone.
Okay, so
Drop
that should be.
phone.
I think we should make a jingle in that regards. Drop that phone. Get back to class. Get back to study. Get back to do something. I think we should make such a jingle just so that Malabite and Malabresis, every afternoon we have to play it. Drop that phone.
Drop
Go
that
have a
phone.
sleep. Drop that phone. Hey, wake up. Hey, Malabite and Malabresis, drop that phone.
Okay, so moving on, we're going to go on a short music break, but when we come back, we'll take our top stories for today. Remember, I promised you yesterday that we'll definitely be in tip-top form to give you informed updates in university, Cross River State, and nationwide. Enjoy this one. This is I Feel Good by James Brown. Do not touch that dial. I Feel Good by James Brown. I definitely feel good. I feel good
Yeah, I'm also
today, you
feeling
know.
good already. Yeah, I
Exactly.
feel so excited every morning. I feel, especially is preparation for the weekend. Yeah, a lot of persons are already prepared. They have start packing their bags to go for weekend. Please,
See, I
hello.
can't wait for
Be
Friday to
careful. Tell
come.
somebody, but don't forget not to stay on your screen too long. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for this Friday to come because that's when I need to be done with
Did I
my
hear you say strike?
exams. Friday.
Okay, Friday to
Gee,
come. Yeah.
please. Oh. I can't wait for this Friday to come because
Okay.
that's when I'll be done with my exams. I'm tired. I'm
Okay.
tired. I am tired. I want to sleep. I want to rest. Yes. So right now we're going to go to the top stories. Time check is 27 minutes past the hour of 8. You're still on the morning bus show on your favorite radio station, Nika 103.5 FM. My name is Sharon and I'm here with Obi Thompson. And we're going to take you through the top stories for today. So we're starting with the top stories in our university space. Court order University of Calabar to pay 8 engineering students 55 million. Hmm. The Federal High Court Calabar declared the University of Calabar actions in admitting students into unaccredited engineering programs as fraudulent, reckless, and deceitful. Presiding Judge Justice R.O. Dugbo Ogogiri delivered the judgment on Wednesday, March the 4th, in the suit FHC/CA/CS/117/21 filed by Idiong Epideme Godwin and 7 others, popularly known as the Unical 8, against Unical, its former Vice Chancellor Professor Florence Obi, and 4 others. No institution should operate a program without prior NUC approval. The university owed a duty of care to disclose the accreditation status to prospective students. Evidence showed full accreditation was only secured in the 2024-2025 cycle, years after the plaintiff were expected to have graduated. The court awarded 50 million naira in general damages and 5.247 million naira in special damages to the plaintiffs for the psychological trauma and academic stagnation they suffered. What do you think about this? This is a heavy one.
Okay, so this is interesting. I
Very
love this. I
interesting.
love this particular one so much that I think it's causing me to bounce already because one, it's so interesting. Yeah, I feel so excited about this kind of information because
Yeah.
one, this is the reason why the current administration is saying no, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
To what is actually happening when it has to do with admission. Don't forget, as soon as he came on board, all of those persons, all of those guys who were working at admission office were asked to excuse the system, and sent to other departments entirely.
They still
But
need
there
to do
again,
better
I
though.
think it shouldn't just go. But for those of you who used to count how much Ronaldo is earning, how much Messi is earning, how much whoever is earning, and all of that, I don't know if you have sat down to make your mathematical calculation as to how much these guys will be going home with. So roughly, 55 million divided by 8 students, I think that is approximately about 6.75 something million, 6.8 75 thousand, for each student.
55,
That's such
55,
a
it's
huge
6.8.
wow, 6.8, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Mathematically, I think that's a huge money
That
for
money
each student
resets
to go
me
home.
up.
Well, that money is enough for you to, gain back, rewrite another jam, and finish another degree with the first
Do you
class if you
even
wouldn't
think they
mind.
would want
But there
to go
again,
back?
this is another concern here. They are going to appeal.
Yeah.
When they appeal, it's going to be no, this money is too much, and this is that, this is what happened, and all of that. But for me, I am not looking at the financial aspect. I'm looking at the mental aspect of these students
Yeah.
that have been traumatized and all of that.
That money
So
is
I
not
think
enough to
this is the reason why
compensate
we
them.
should get things done the right way.
Yeah.
Let's do the right thing, because whether we like it or not, these are our future leaders who tomorrow they are going to be the ones to develop the same flight that you are going to be using. They are going to be the ones to develop the same machines that you are going to be using and all of that. So if you traumatize them and they end up making things that are not going to be functional for you, trust me, you're going to lose your life and also the lives of your loved ones.
Yes. So I'm moving on. Unical suspends 9 students over exam malpractice and resolves forgery. The University of Calabar has suspended 9 students over alleged examination malpractice and forgery of results. The News Agency of Nigeria reports that the suspension is contained in a statement issued by the institution's registrar, Dr. Chukwuka Icha. Icha said the decision was taken at the 252nd Senate meeting following reports presented by the ad hoc Senate Committee on Examination Malpractice and the Senate Students Disciplinary Committee. According to him, while 5 students were suspended for examination malpractice, the other 4 were found to have submitted forged results to the university. It has said, after reviewing the reports and recommendations of the committees, the management resolved that the affected students should be suspended for 2 academic sessions and the suspension would take effect from the 2024-2025 academic year. NAN reports that those suspended include Akuba Ernestina, 300 level pharmacy, Udom Iboro, 300 level pharmacy, Wanko David, 200 level pharmacy, or Israel, 500 level pharmacy, and Chisom Ejafa, 500 level pharmacy. Others are Lazarus Eboho of the Department of Home Economics, Ele Godwin of the Department of Zoology, Ofem Patrick of the Department of Science Laboratory Technology, and Makalu Pamilo of the Department of Linguistics and Communication Studies. Heads of departments, the deans of the affected faculties, and the institution's acting chief security officer have been directed to ensure full compliance with the suspension order. Punch online reports this development comes after the University of Abuja approved the expulsion of 28 students. The statement by the school on February the 22nd said the affected students were found culpable of serious misconduct, including assault, conspiracy, burglary, theft, falsification of O-level results uploaded on the university portal for admission, as well as possession of the use of hard drugs. This is a lot. Like the stories today are hitting me and making me wonder
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. So for
Eh.
me, I think I'm looking at it in a different perspective here. First of all, let's talk about those who were admitted based on falsification of results and all of that. I don't know how they got into to be admitted when they submitted false result. When each department, departmental screening, you have them submit a scratch card where the results are verified and all of that. So I literally don't know how they were able to maneuver that particular place. So those who gave them admission at that level would also have to blame themselves for this. So it shouldn't only be the students. And here, on the other hand, we're talking about examination malpractices. So we are asking. This is why we talked about unnecessary times on screen. So you have to spend your time to study your books, so you don't have to go into examination with chips and all of that, because once you're caught, trust me, this is what happens at the end of
Honestly,
the day.
I don't get the
So
point
you
of it most of the time. I honestly don't get the point most of it. Like to be adverse in this way, like to get carrying phones, carrying
yeah,
tiny,
so
tiny, tiny
we
stuff
don't
to the
know
side.
how you're able to smuggle yourself inside the exams or with
The
phones and
fear,
all of that. So
like,
I think it's quite important for Malabite and Malabresis to spend time reading. Like I just keep. I think I posted something on my status this morning that, look, you should find it something so blissful. Like you should find it something so eternal to see that your parents are actually sponsoring you academically, paying your school fees, transportation, even down to a lot of students. I think over 80 or 90% of students, your parents provide school fees, accommodate you, feed you, buy your data, even buy phones for you. But all you just need to pay them back is all of this kind of mess and dilemma. So why not allow students who are suffering on their own without any support to face this kind of challenge? That is understandable to an extent, because one, you have to leave to study, go to work. You have to face both the school management, you have to face your boss at workplace, you have to face the challenges of the economy and all of that.
it's still
But for you
wrong.
whose parents are sponsoring and giving you money every day, please, we do not want to see all this kind of embarrassment to an extent.
Even if
And
you
to
are
also add to
working,
that, no, look, there are lots of differences. You can't measure, you can't
yeah,
suppose
there are
to compare
differences.
these
The
two
point is
things
not
to
to
any
compare.
extent.
The point
But
is not to
in conclusion,
compare
what we are saying is,
because the
so
same
long as you
punishment
are a
should be
student,
meted
no,
whether you
no,
are
no, no, no,
whether
we
you
are
are
coming.
busy or not.
Look, there are lots of persons whose situations you can't compare with this kind of situation. Please, let's call a spade here, because one, you wouldn't expect I, particularly who is going to work in the morning, to go face my boss and then come back and then still meet you, whose parents say, leave your house, go to school, everything I am taking care of. So you should be in a better place to do better. Do you understand? And not going to exams hall with your phones, your chips, cutting pieces of papers and all of that. Look, there is nothing you owe your parents than coming out successfully in exams.
Yeah.
Okay, coming out successfully in your school academic pursuit. And so when you come back, it should be a welcome home party and not this kind of disgrace and
Well,
embarrassment to your family
my
and all
point
of that.
from what you said was my point from what you said is, if even if you're working or you have things that are stressing yourself,
We have said that repeatedly, that
If-
once exams time, you have to take an excuse from your workplace and ensure you study and prepare yourself for
Yeah.
exams. So it's as simple as that.
My point is, whether you're working, whether you're not working, or if, as long as you are caught in the act, as long as you are supposed to be punished, the same punishment will be meted on you, whether you have a legit excuse or not. So in order to avoid all these things, school is school, work is work. You They shouldn't miss. They shouldn't mix. They shouldn't mix. One should not be above the other one. There are priorities that are set separate. So when it's time for you to deal with school, deal with school. Don't let them mix together. Although the way things are in the economy and the way stress and everything is just meted out on students, pressures and panic sets in, and then you now start looking for ways to actually secure the fact that you have something to write in the exam hall. It still boils down to one thing: if you read and study properly in your different leisure times, because there will definitely be times when you have to yourself to actually study and read your book. Because coming from me, my parents are sponsoring my education, fine, but I have jobs I'm doing, jobs that I don't want them to feel like, I don't want them to take the whole burden of me anymore. I want to be easing their stress and everything. But at the same time, I'm not going to leave my whole school this and I use the excuse of, oh, I am working. I'm working different jobs. Do you get? So the point now is that no matter what happens, if you're caught in the act, punishment follows. And I'm very surprised that they didn't expel them. They just suspended them, which is like a welcome grace, because it would have been worse if you got expelled. So that's by the way. Let's move on to the top stories in Cross River State. Police denies alleged political bias in Cross River and clears the air. The Cross River State Police Command has dismissed allegations of political intimidation against its area commander in Oguja, describing the claims as unfounded and inconsistent. In a press statement issued in Calabar and signed by the police public relations officer, ASP Sunday Ayitukpa, on behalf of the Commissioner of Police, the command clarified that its actions were strictly aimed at maintaining public safety and preventing tensions during political activities in Ogoja local government area. According to the statement, a defection rally organized by a former vice chairman of Ogoja local government area, Mr. Emmanuel Idi Yakubu, was fixed for the same dates and venue as the All Progressives Congress APC local government Congress election. The command said police authorities advised the rally organizers to reschedule the event to avoid possible clashes and tensions given the coincidence in time and location. However, the organizers reportedly insisted on proceeding with the rally as planned. The police explained that during the rally, the participants blocked a major highway, disrupting movement and posing a threat to public order. In response, officers deployed smoke canisters to disperse the crowd and restore normalcy. The command confirmed that 11 persons were arrested in connection with the incident, but were granted bail the same day. It further stated that the area commander acted under the directive of the Commissioner of Police, emphasizing that the intervention was solely to safeguard lives and property, as well as ensure peaceful political engagement. Reaffirming its position, the command maintained that the Nigerian police force remains neutral in political matters and is committed to enforcing the law without bias while protecting the rights of all citizens, regardless of political affiliation. What do you make out of this, Thompson?
So I think for me, this is just a simple thing. The disrespect for humanity is something that I don't know whether it has been constitutionalized in our system unknowingly to the public. Because I think I also have fears for when we talk about state policing, because if we allow state policing to actually have effect. On the other hand, I know back then in secondary school, we've taught that anything that has advantage must have disadvantage. At some point in time, I feel the advantage is to curb security issues, but the disadvantage is going to be that those in power will use the police system, against their opponents or rivals, and all of this. And then I keep asking simple questions like, who's who selected this day first and who selected this time and venue first? Do you understand? So why did the
Mm.
other party have to do the same thing at the same place at the same time? Is that the only place they can actually gather, aside of the fact that okay, both of them want to choose that same day? So I think it's not okay. It's not okay by me for us to still have. Don't forget, we keep saying, oh, this happens in the north, this happens in the north, and we keep asking simple questions like, if it happens in the north, yeah, there are also other issues happening also in the south. Now look at it, the political tussle now. A lot of persons are going to lose their life, a lot of persons are going to lose their job, a lot of persons are going to lose their prestige and all of that. So I think it's quite important for us as a people to ensure that what is right is actually done. The police shouldn't at all times, when we get an issue, the first thing you need to start blowing off, canisters and all of that,
Mm.
to disperse. So why not, call the both parties to order and say, hey, let's see how we'll be able to deal with these issues once and for all. Who called this rally first? Who did this first? The other person should have to wait. And the next day, there's still another day, rather than having issues where, and so to our youth also, we should stop being used as tools to cause mayhem to the society, or at large, where we find ourselves today. You'll be the one arrested. Those who actually sent you will stay in their comfortable AC homes, enjoying themselves, and while you are under detention in messed up places where you can't even breathe properly and all of that. So I think it's quite important for our leaders to always restrain,
Mm.
caution their followers and say, look, this is high suppose. There's nothing wrong even if they want to do it the same day or the same venue, but having their own, these other people doing their own thing and these other people doing their own thing. And most important is the fact that everyone is working to ensure that there is love and unity in our society at large.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. We have to actually be careful as a people and as a generation, because with what they're mobilizing youth for now, it's really, really, really alarming. Really, really alarming. So right about now we're going to go back to the music break. When we come back, we'll start the conversation of the day where we'll get to open the phone lines and hear from you. This is I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys. Don't touch that dial. Ain't nothing but her name. I used to
Yeah,
sing it.
I
I
think
never knew
this
the lyrics
these
of this
guys
song.
were really very interesting guys who sing songs, and that really had a whole lot of meaning and all of that. So
Mm,
that's such a good one there.
yeah, I remember singing when I was little. See, I had a conversation with one of our coworkers, and she was and after that, it's funny how the songs I used to when I was small are now called throwback now. Go to big. Anyways, let's move to the conversation of the day. So I'm going to start with a brief introduction. In today's world, politics is no longer just policies, just about policies. It has become personal. It shapes identity, values, social beliefs, and even how people see right and wrong. Because of this, political differences often hit deeper than simple disagreements. Families argue, friendships crack, and partners sometimes find themselves standing on opposite sides of ideas that matter to them. But the big question is, should political differences be powerful enough to end a relationship? The question we have for you today is political difference enough to end a relationship between siblings, friends, partners, and so on? Have you had a situation where because a partner of yours, a family member of yours, or a friend of yours is into politics, you guys had a fallout and you're no longer speaking to each other again? Please talk to us or send us a message on our studio phone lines or our WhatsApp line 080-9444-4058. 080-9444-4058. We love to hear you talk. We want to hear from you. Is political difference enough to end the relationship? Has there been a point in time when your political friend or your partner that is a politician or your family member that is a politician, you had a huge fallout with that person, and then it ended a relationship that you once shared? Thompson, have you ever had that experience
Yes,
before?
a lot, and even currently is still ongoing because a lot of persons' ideology and conceptions or concepts about politics and all of that, it's quite different from what you know or what you feel it should be.
It's
For
the
me,
reverse for
particularly, I
me.
feel it should be something that you know that this is right or this is
Yeah.
wrong, and then you choose that, oh, let's follow what is right, and then that which is wrong, we deviate from it and
Mm,
all of that. Back then in school, I think we still have a lot of times where, you know, friends of yours will want to contest for a particular position, and you'd be like, hey, guy, you're either bigger than this, or sorry, you are more than this, or sorry, you're not up to this, don't contest for this and all of that. Why not contest for this other position? And before you know it, they get angry that you're not supporting their ambition and all of that. And then even in the faculty level or even in the student young government body, you could have somebody you feel like, okay, this person approaches you that, oh, I want you to support me for SCG president, and you feel like, this person does not deserve to be here. Or you could feel like, oh, this person, this is the kind of position. Why not go for secretary? Why not go for welfare? Why not go for sport? Why not go for this and all of that? So with that alone, you could feel a little bit uncomfortable working with them. Even in our society today, we've had a lot of cousins or uncles who feel like, I don't want you to have anything to do with me simply because
you're a
I am
politician.
supporting a political party,
Party that you're
particular
not
political
supporting.
party, and you're supporting the other one.
But
And so there's
I have
always
another
but it shouldn't
question.
be that way.
I have another question though.
Okay.
There are situations where the person that maybe your friend, a friend of yours is going for
Okay.
a political position, and you know that this person cannot fill in the shoes of this position due to behavioral standings and moral standings. Basically the person
Okay.
can't fit in this position. You know how this your friend is and everything, and then it's possible that your friend now found out that you didn't vote for him or her. Or look it let me rephrase it now. Will you be able to tell your friend that this is not you don't fit into this position, and I feel like you cannot fill in the shoes of this position because this is how you behave and stuff like that? Do you feel like it's enough to actually create a
Yeah,
drift?
so places like the Western nations where they have to trace your files, they have to trace your antecedent, they have to trace, everything about you, both health and education, social, everything. They have to trace it before they can say, hey, this is somebody we want to support and all of that. So
Mm,
in this case, I think it's quite important for us to believe that Yeah, you could do that to your friend. If your friend, your family member does not want something, you have
Yeah.
to tell the person. But if the person insists, there's no problem. Leave the person to go ahead and do whatever he wants to do.
On the bright side, I have aunties and uncles that are in political space, and I feel like they have ideologies that to me are calm,
Okay.
because my aunt has ideology that there's no need to loot, there's no need to take money that is not yours in the public space. There's no need to take money that's not yours in public space. Yes, there are
But you can't take that from the current political crops that we have
yeah.
in Nigeria.
And the funny
So
thing is,
that's
I
one thing
have
about
been with
them.
her. I've listened to her speak. I realized that she has values. She's a value-oriented lady. She's
Okay.
somebody that holds values like this. She's that kind of person. She's humble too. She will say, because she's the commissioner of so and so in Cross River State, she will be disloyal to her husband, or she will treat her husband anyhow. They are they flow. Their marriage is something to look at. You know those people's marriage that you just look at and be like, yes, this is how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So I have them in in my family, in my household, and the values that they hold dear are values that we are come to relate with, to get. And then having people with those kind of influences is actually cool. Like, you just like, okay, this person is here. This person is. I know this person. Like, it's kind of like a proud moment, especially when you know that that person is doing well in where they are. Yeah, and I know she's definitely doing well where she is. So, with that, we are gradually, slowly coming to the end of the show. But right about now, we're going to go to the music. We're going to have like a music break, short music break. When we come back, we'll take the quote of the day and we'll leave you for the news flash. So, right about now, this is Easy on Me by Adele. Enjoy. That was Easy on Me by Adele. Welcome back from that short break. We'll be out of your faces in a bit. But before that, we're going to take the quote of the day. So the quote of the day is, focus on what you can create. Focus on what you can create instead of what you can't change. Focus on what you can create instead of what you can't change. There's some things that are not that are beyond our control, that are beyond our grasp. But we can definitely, there are things that we know that we can control, and it's our emotions and our will to keep going. So focus on what you can create. Stop focusing on what you can't change. There's some things that definitely will make you peace and everything, but you can't change those things. So focus on what you can create instead of what you can't change. So from us in the studio to you, we're saying we're saying this is goodbye from us today. We have been This has been a very smooth drive, and we are so glad to be with you here on the show today. This was a very, very, very beautiful and interesting one, especially the top story side. It was very, very, you know, heartwarming to see some particular things work in place.
Okay, so
So
right away from me to you, I'm also saying thank God it's Thursday. Do have a
yeah,
pleasant and a fantastic day ahead. Don't forget to stay away from examination malpractice. Don't forget to be the best that you can always be. Like folks will always say, don't forget to elevate your morning and fuel your success. For businesses, advert placements in your areas or complaints in your hostels and area, don't forget to call the phone number 0809 44444059. Okay, and also do have a pleasant and a fantastic day
And
ahead.
also stay positive no matter the circumstances. Stay
You
positive.
find yourself.
Stay happy. Stay
Okay.
happy. Make the best out of your morning. Make the best out of your day. From us to you there, we're saying good morning and
And bye
bye
for
for
now.
now.